everyone, it's Kristin. So I just recorded a haul video out in my dining room and I wanted to come back in here and try lighting in here again and see how that went. I turned off some of the lights, so we'll see if this is a little bit better, a little less harsh. That was kind of some of the feedback that I got the last time, so we'll just see. This looks like it's a little... There. Okay then. Okay, so this, I now understand, now that I do videos, I completely understand why people say, oh, I don't know where the month went. Because holy Moses, I feel like I just did a favorites and a fails videos. So it's crazy. At any rate, it's the end of October. So I wanted to record my faves and fails this month. A couple of them are probably, you know, I've been using them for a shorter period of time, but I'm in love with them, so there you go. Okay, so let's start with a different one. This is Paul Mitchell's Super Clean Extra Finishing Spray. And my stylist, her name is Leah, she's also a good friend of mine, she suggested that I try this for kind of my working hairspray is what she calls it. So when I'm styling or like kind of the look I got going on today, I use the Wen, which there's a review coming on that, I promise. I use the Wen, and then in order just to try to get my natural curl to look a little bit better, I use this by, you know, spraying and scrunch and spray and scrunch, and it doesn't make it look completely crunchy. It doesn't feel crunchy, so I really like this, and I like the smell of it. I used to use tons of Paul Mitchell stuff when I was in college and had gone away from it. I remember how much I like the smell too, which is funny, I know. But so anyway, that is a fave. Also a fave this month, and I've shown a Philosophy before in the Field of Flowers one, and I love that one. That's all gone. I used that up till the very end, and then went back to using the Summer Grace. And I really like this. And I don't know, because I just started using Philosophy products. I don't know if you can get Philosophy, like the Summer Grace, is it around all the time, or is it just around in the summer? I don't know those things. I hope it's around all the time, especially that Field of Flowers, because I want to get that again. And this is just a really clean kind of, it is kind of a summery scent, but nice and clean and light. And what I like about, I've learned what I like about the Philosophy moisturizers versus the Bath and Body ones that I've always used is that while the scent is there and it's nice and it lasts for a while, it tends to lessen and doesn't compete with whatever perfume I wear that day. So I really like that about those products. I had switched for a couple of days anyway back to I don't remember which one of the flower ones or something I had of Bath and Body Works, and the perfume I wore competed all day long, and I realized how much better I like those. Oh, holy ramble. Okay, so this is probably not fair because I've only used this for a total of, I think today is day 6. But I am in love with this. This is the Perfection La Mer Chanel. And I am in the color 22 Beige Rose. I just really like that. I like the coverage that it gives. I like that it feels like there's nothing on my skin. I like that it is a matte finish, for those of you that are wondering. I really like it. So it'll probably make, it should be more of an honorable mention this month since I've only been using it for 6 days. But I love it. So you'll probably see it next month too. Also, and because of the review I did, this should be not too much of a surprise. I really have used this Lashaholic, excuse me, from Hard Candy a lot this month. Now, granted, I was doing some of it to test it out so I could review it for you guys, but I really like it. When I want, I don't know exactly how to say this because it's a super volume mascara. It doesn't volumize like my Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes, but it does absolutely give volume and it gives length. It's just not like your super volume. Like today, what I have on my lashes is the Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. But I have used this probably more this month than the Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes and not regretted it, if that makes sense. I really like this. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't budge. It doesn't flake. I'm repeating things I already did in my review, so I'll move on. So that is that. And I actually think I had this in my favorites last month. I apologize if I repeat things, but I think I said this in one of my other favorite videos too, is that I really want to show you guys the things that are my favorites that I'm using, not necessarily things that I bought last month and now and am happy with. If that makes sense. I want to show you what my current favorites are, whether I bought them in the last month or not. That's what I'm trying to say. So I am still using, I really have been liking the more kind of nude blushes. So this Lorac Solami that I got in that close-up kit, I just love this blush. And then also the Cargo in Tango. Yes. No, not Tango. Tonga. Cargo in Tonga. Just super, super pretty. It looks like not much when you swatch it, but this is what I'm wearing today, actually. Just a nice, neutral kind of blush. I really like it. Okay, and the last thing, I pulled these out so I could keep them on this quad because I've been doing this look a lot. Not exactly like she did it, but Emily Noel 83 did a look using, it was one of her all one brand tutorials, and it was using MAC shadows. And this one, she used Cranberry, just this, Woodwinked, just here, Handwritten, just here, and I can't remember what this one is. Twinks? Yeah, Twinks. Oh, geez, Kristin. Okay, so Twinks, Cranberry, Woodwinked, and Handwritten. And I've been loving that look for, I think I did it maybe 5 times this month. And while that may not sound like a lot, for me to do the same look more than one time in a month is actually, because I do something different every single day. It's always hard for me to choose an eyeshadow that's my favorite for the month because I do switch things up a lot. But I just really, really loved that look, and I kind of did my own version of it. But yeah, so those are my faves this month. I don't have a ton. And my fails, one of them is this, I'm always on the search for something to make my natural curl not look so crappy, because it's kind of just like, anyway, I don't love my natural curl. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't always want to heat style it. You know, I like to let it air dry sometimes instead of pulling it straight or flat ironing it or something like that. So anyway, I had seen Heidi, Jalapeno 2007, talk about an Aussie product. I thought it was this, and I don't think it is. I'm going to actually have to ask her. This is Opposites Attract. It says Stronghold and Touchable Feel Mousse. And on Stronghold, it has 2 out of the 4 things down there. Whoops. Yeah, this didn't do anything for me. So it's a fail. It just didn't, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't sticky. It wasn't like crunchy. It wasn't anything like that. It just didn't give me much hold at all. So I think on the back here it says flexible as an option, strong, maximum, and extreme. Perhaps I need to jump up to maximum or extreme. And then my last fail is this MAC Fluid Line in Ash Violet. And while it is very pretty, and I am wearing it today, and I'll zoom you guys in to show you. I've tried it a couple times, but literally I think today was the 3rd time. Look how much I've used out of it. It's a lot. You know why? Because it's not very pigmented. I'm really kind of disappointed by that, because it looks so pretty in the pot, but when you put it on, I have to do like 3 layers of it in order to get the color. So that is a little bit of a fail for me. I'm disappointed by that. So I do like the MAC Fluid Lines, but that just wasn't very pigmented at all. And no, probably had I researched it on Temptalia, it probably said that. But, you know, who would I have been to listen anyway? Okay, so I will tell you what I have on my face today. Let me scooch up a little bit closer and then I'll show you. So I have the Chanel foundation, Chanel powder, and I already said the Tonga. On my eyes, I have Satin Taupe on my lid. I have to remember. I wedge in the crease to soften it out, and then I took Shadowy Lady just kind of on the outsides and brought that in, and then Shadowy Lady underneath. And then I have the Tarte waterproof eyeliner on my waterline. I think that's everything. And then the Tarte Lights Camel Lashes. Try not to give you my... So you can see the purple of the Ash Violet there because I literally did it like 3 times. So hopefully you guys can see the rest. I think my lighting, this lighting might be a little bit better. Okay, so that's my favorite. Oh, and the lipstick that I had, that I put on my lips, I used the Perfect Lip Liner after I did my haul video. And then I used that Moly lipstick, and I like it. I think it's a nice kind of go with anything color. It has a little hint of purple in it, so I kind of went with the look I was doing today. So anyway, I will be uploading this later in the week. So I hope you guys are having a good week. I am kind of sad because it's the Packers bye week this weekend, so no football for me to watch, but that's all right. I mean, there's football for me to watch, just not Packer football for me to watch. So anyway, okay, I will talk to you guys very soon. Have a good week. Bye.